open the scoring app. Okay.
Show me where it
Folks, we are not in the best filming location that I've ever been in, so I'm going to do my best to keep tracking. But sorry if we get motion sickness.
Right, yeah, I think they're left. Check the wall, Tony. There it is. I didn't even know it was all
Face off, comes back to Parker. Parker swings it over to Jackson. Jackson, 2 strides, blocker save into the net. Face off, comes back into the slot. Wolfie fighting for it. Zach there to help. Now Wolfie throws it up the boards to Braden. The puck comes out, circles on it. Parker gives him a little pick to work through. Now Braden through the middle. Toe drag release up and over. Now Zach, shot low, gloved, free. Nope. Caught it on the second attempt. 14 and a half left in the first, 1 minute left on the penalty. Zach pulls it all the way back to Parker. Takes it out of the zone to Jackson, up and over his stick. Slow ice, bouncing puck. Now we get it on the rush. Braden, bring it around. Gives him the old do-si-do. And in. Braden from Jackson. Wolfie sends it back to Maddox. Maddox up through the middle and out of the zone to Jake. Jake in through the middle with speed. Wolfie chasing him. Leaves it for Jackson. Jackson digs it out of the corner. Comes back to Maddox at the blue, who rims it around looking for Jake. Jake in the corner. Takes a hit. Delivers one back. Wolfie joins the party. Now carries it around the back of the net. Sends it up the boards to Jackson. Jackson circles on it. 2 strides in, 3 strides. Gets it over to Nate. Nate, shot around the back of the net. Wolfie giving chase. Maddox supporting. Oh, that's...
Really? I know the kid didn't need to do it, so dang, dude. That's the one thing I know the kid didn't do. That was so accidental. It just felt like Everybody just fell into each other. The kid did not need to be
I just thought the one was cute. But then I was cute.
Oh, we got paramedics coming in. The nice part about competing in a city-owned facility is that they have EMTs on standby. No, it's actually not crazy. It's completely rational.
That's the way I show it. Was it malicious thing or did things just happen?
Things just happen.
And that is the things just happens. More often than not. And that's where it's living in Playboy. So many people know each other. It's such a good it's a really good it's more versus what goes on. I just think
Face off, comes back to Braden. Circles on it, sends it over to Zach, throws it in. Now Parker getting chased around the back. Anson first on the puck over there. Braden circles on it, shoots, catches his own rebound, gets it over to Parker, or Zach. Now Connor claps it off at the back of the rink. Parker chips it low. Braden picks it up. Comes around the dot. Connor at the blue. Shot. Tipped. Now Zach chases. Gets it in the corner. Throws it back. Takes a hip check. Parker. Steelhead. Get it out. Anson. Ice or no ice? Waved it off. Anson. Sends it near side to Zach. Zach holds the board, keeps the puck in. Parker, now Braden, join the fight. Connor catches it at the blue, gives him some time and space, gets us a change, sends it in. Braden on the forecheck. Steelhead can't connect on the breakout pass. Nate circles around it, sends it over to Maddox. Maddox catches a streaking Braden. Braden to Jackson. Now Maddox, clap, off a skate. Now puck down in the corner. Braden goes and gets his change. Steelhead trying to catch the rush. Now into the middle. Shot. Blocked by one of our players. Jake now. Jackson picks up the bouncing puck. Tries to gain the edge. Does. Rebound still free. Steelhead goalie traps it. Face off, comes back to Cinco. Cinco at the blue, takes 2 strides, shoots, through.
there you go.
Now Connor gives chase. Puck comes around the back of the net. Jake's there. He's got Cinco up high. Leaves it for Connor down low. Got Caden out front.
That spot. We're back.
All right, Jackson at the blue, takes 2 strides, shoots off a shin guard. Now Cinco picks it up on the boards. Sends it low, looking for Jake. Jake first on the puck, gonna get to Connor. Nope. Steelhead carried around the back, leave it behind them. Connor at the blue. Connor sends it over to Cinco. Cinco takes a settle. Now home run pass to Jake. Jake trying to catch the edge. Leaves it for Jackson. Shoot. Rebound goes behind the net. Jake to Caden out front. Got Caden out front. Comes around. Jackson shot off the back. Now Jake picks up the rebound. Takes a hit.
Push him back, kid. Push him back, kid.
Connor down low.
Get in there. Get in there.
Jackson picks it up. Got Cinco behind him.
Crash out.
Now circles on it. Coming in 1-on-4. Getting us a change. Circles around. Waits for his help. Gets a streaking Zach on the boards. Leaves it for Braden behind the back. Got Nate up high. Keeps it. Now cycles it low. Puck comes in through the middle. Parker brings it back in. Makes 2 defensemen miss. He's got Braden out front, takes a hit. Puck low. Zach gets it down below the goal line, sends it around over to Anson. Anson chips it. Now Braden has it, got Parker out in front. Steelhead get to catch their breath, but not for long. Parker in the zone, leaves it for Zach. Zach takes it inside. Nate keeps it in. Steelhead trying to get a rush. Puck comes in. Nate gets it up the boards. Steelhead pick it off. Now circle in, looking for a shot. Can't get it on. Shot in a shin guard. Sawyer collects. Face off, comes back. Connor settles it, rims it around, looking for Jackson. Jackson's got streaking, Caden and streaking Jake.
I don't mind having neighbors. I like having neighbors. Having like the mountains.
Net comes off due to steelhead on steelhead crime.
Technically, yeah. We live one block outside of the area they just annexed, so everything like walking out. I'm just out in the country like Richfield, technically, like by the fairgrounds. And so I can still have 30-foot bonfires and a bunch of stuff.
Face off, comes back. Jackson looks to cycle. Steelhead were in good position though. Now here they come across the blue. We make sure to stop that rush. Connor coming around with speed, getting up the ice. Gets a stick on the way by. Steelhead trying to get a centering pass, nothing there. Now Braden picks it up at full speed, and here we go, folks. In through the middle. Clears some space, but Steelhead are going to come back with it. They chip, we chase. Sawyer settles. Leaves it for Cinco. Cinco gets it up the boards to Braden. Now back to Cinco. Cinco fighting for it. Gets help from Jake. Sends it around to Jackson. Jackson's got Braden rink wide if he can get him there. Jake goes with him, catches the edge, circles, waiting for defensive help. Now Nate and Cinco converge on this rush. Cinco gets a stick on it. Sawyer sends it around. Cinco holds him up against the boards. Now Parker clears some space. Nate gets ridden, but comes away with the puck. Now Braden fighting for it at the blue. Shot wide of the net. Now Cinco's there along with Parker. Parker sends it up. Steelhead get it on the board. Braden lifts their stick. Or Zach lifted the stick. Catches the edge. He's got help. Shot. Deflected. Cycles down low. Parker's there.
It's not as dense. Actually,
Parker catches a hip check. Pass across. Traffic got in the way. Now Connor catches our breath, catches them on a change. Braden, here we go, off to the races. Leaves it for Zach. Shot, rebound wide. Steelhead get it, and here they come. They gain the zone, but leave the puck for us. Got Anson out front, Connor doing the work. Puck comes out high to the blue. Shot, stopped in the middle, tipped, didn't get on net. Now Braden giving chase out at the blue. Looking for a clapper that didn't clap. Still loose, still free. Zach picks it up at the blue. He's got Braden rink wide. He's got 2 men to beat.
That was a great pass.
clap. Still free. Steelheads send it up, but Maddox sends it back. All the way down in the corner. Steelheads send it back around. Here comes Wolfie, fresh off of the EMT checkup. Jackson to Wolfie out front. Tip. 2 tips. Are we going to have tri-tip? No, Daddy likes ribeye. Let's send it down low. Wolfie picks it up. Sends it up the boards to Nate. Nate. Shot. Rebound. Covers it up.
There's so many people appreciate what you do. Seriously, thank you very much for what you do.
I do what I can.
I appreciate it. It's appreciated all across the United States. At least to Missouri.
I tell people I don't do this for the parents. Almost all of us have live barns. We'll pay for live barns. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. They're not going to pay for it. They shouldn't have to. Connor and Wolfie tag teaming. Wolfie gets his feet taken out from underneath him. I think that this game is right on the verge. Jake back to Anson. Anson off the boards to himself. Holds him there. Jake. Now Anson rims it around looking for Wolfie, who picks it up and sends it in. Goes for a change. Jackson forechecks. Holds it up against the boards. Gets time for some help. Now Parker's following it into the corner. Got Zach there. Oh, Nate keeps it in the zone. Now it comes out. Do we have an ice? Are we going to have an ice? We do have an ice. Actually, we have lots of ice. Let's see, a 200 by 85 sheet of ice in front of me. 4 minutes left in the first. 1-0. Good guys. Face off, comes back. Braden working his way through traffic, fighting for it. Parker's helping. Got Zach out front. Puck comes free. Nate at the blue line pops it back into the zone. Now intercepts the pass. Steelhead sends it out into the middle, but Parker circles up on it. Leaves it for Braden, who tosses it rink wide to Zach, who comes into the zone with speed. Leaves it for himself. Nate keeps it in. Sends it down low. Got Cinco holding it there for Braden. Cinco, who is a bowling ball on skates, making sure to keep that puck in. Am I allowed to call my own kid a bowling ball on skates? Because I just did. Anyway, he kept the puck in. Here's Braden with the puck into the slot. Now Parker joins him. Puck comes out.
The whole team was in one spot. Did he just call that? Let's get it, guys. Woo! What? But we were ahead of them. How's that icing? I would understand. I'm calling NHL. But they can tell, like, if our team was in front of their team, so even if they never win, it's probably a different rule.
Jackson pulls it back, looking for the streaker up front, nothing there. Shot, rebound, cleared by Connor to Wolfie, looking rink wide up to Jake. Jake across the blue, got Jackson out front, got Wolfie out front now, sends it up the boards to Maddox, picked off by the Steelhead. Maddox slowing him down long enough for Jake to catch up. Now in the corner, sends it up the boards, Wolfie. Wolfie's got Jake with him, no, Jackson with him. in the middle, shot wide, gets his own rebound, leaves it for Jake. Jake, Connor, kicked aside by a defenseman. Wolfie, the thief, takes the puck. Gets it to Jake. Got a streaker up front. Ooh, Jackson on the one-timer. Gloved but rebounded. Puck comes out. Maddox is there. Pins him up against the board, makes them chip, and they decide not to chase. Send it around to Wolfie. Wolfie picks it up. Gets held on the boards by a steelhead, who circles around and carries it into the zone. Connor has it, rims it.
Come on, boys. Don't give him this space.
Little miscommunication there.
You all know better than this.
All right. Puck bouncing around at center ice. Maddox.
There you go. Now it's in.
Steelhead send it back in. Everybody's changing. Connor. He's got Braden if he wants him, which he does.
There you go. There you go, Connor. Come on.
Now Zach. Puck comes out to center. Nate sends it low looking for Braden. Braden got Zach on the wall. He's got Parker out front. 35 seconds left. Nate takes it off the wall. Shoot. Off a skate. Let's actually watch the puck. With the camera zoomed in like this, it's hard. Sorry. Nate, shot wide. Zach, first one there. Avoids the hit. Steelhead trying to work through Anson, but Anson's a beast on skates. And puck comes across offsides. Face off. Comes back to Maddox. Sends it over to Connor. Connor works it up the ice. End of one. 1-0 us. I promised everyone an out-of-town scoreboard update. Your Alaska All-Stars 16U Tier 2 girls team defeated Hockey Club Fairbanks 16U team 3-1 behind a solid defensive effort in net by Zavana Clemson.
I'm looking at this in two ways. Tonight's late game. We're used to being an hour earlier, and they're used to being and then tomorrow, we're used to 5 a.m., so let's play. And we get to 2.
My daughter played a tournament in Boston a few years ago, and they gave the West Coast party the 6 a.m. game against the local Massachusetts team. That's just evil. That was just awful.
Give them a little respect. So every now and then, Caden will jump in the house team play the game. I mean, they once Caden was on the team, they didn't have players, but they scored like all the players on the team. When the goalie was making good stops, like it was really like awesome. Like, as a host, you really showed the other team their role. It was really good.
Face off, gets pushed forward. Braden cleans somebody's clock. Now Connor sends it near side, looking for Braden, picks it up, brings it in, dances around a defenseman, looking for that edge. He's got Parker out front. Puck comes out there into a Steelhead stick. Now, Steelhead is able to get clear, but Sawyer cleans it up.
We were like just probably using like third mistake for first in both of ours. And both regions playing. Third mistake was and that was last
Now
time.
Anson behind the net sends it up to Braden. Braden gets his stick lifted, and Idaho takes his puck. Now Connor up against the boards with Parker on support.
There's
Got a rugby scrum down there.
We're still like top three, but in both of our leagues we're first.
But I just know
Shot comes wide. Anson giving chase, shooting it up the boards, but Idaho gathers it, takes it into the slot. Sawyer gloves. 1-0, 14:40 left in the second.
If we keep playing like this, they won't be doing it. But as long as they keep playing solid, I think that's I don't think there's very many sports.
Face off, comes back. Maddox fighting for it.
It's been able to build and grow. And
Jake comes out of the scrum with it, sends it
every single person.
out over to Jackson. Carries it around into the boards.
Look at that, he still has the dang puck. That is ridiculous.
To Wolfie. Wolfie over to Nate. Wolfie got Jake out front.
Come on, Wolfie.
Steelhead player grabs the puck and starts working it up the ice. Now Maddox up to Wolfie. Wolfie to Jackson. Jackson in the zone. Toe drags around. Looking. Wolfie. Second rebound. Now Maddox rims it looking for Wolfie. Couldn't quite get there. Now Jackson picks it up at the half wall. Sends it low for Jake. Jake fighting through it. Up to Maddox. Maddox catches one. Gives one. Now Jake to Jackson on the give and go. Rebound. Rebound. Puck still free. Puck out front. Steelhead pick it up in the slot. Bounce it up the ice. Nate circles on. Got Jackson at half ice. Sends it in. Over to Jake. Shot. Rebound not there. Wolfie. Far side. Gets it behind the net. Jackson catches one. Out front. Steelhead pick it off. Now working it up ice. Got Cinco on D. Riding him around the edge. Gives him a low angle shot. Sawyer pops it away. Now Cinco picks it up in the corner. Fights through it. Shot. Around wide.
So in my 20s, I used to hate and I could tell when
Braden in the corner.
I was doing
Still hanging out there.
this are two different things.
Puck comes out of the zone. We'll have an offsides.
Yes. I only worry those with my kids. So like,
he should be out there like
next thing you know, some kids in the lead bars.
tell him that he's like,
No, actually, he wants to Happy Gilmore. He wants to be the only person to ever try to take the skate off his scaffold.
Steelhead jump the face off, take it in through the middle. Can't get a shot off though. Parker up to Braden. Back to Parker. Has to circle on it. Now Steelhead have it. Trying to break it through the middle. But it ends up in the corner. Zach giving chase. Parker on it. Up the boards. Steelhead have it. Drop it at the blue. Send it in. Couldn't get it to on net. Now Braden. Anson. First one on. Takes it around. Rims it. Looking for Zach. Zach delivers ahead. Leaving it for Nate. Now Braden. Yeah, that's too many men.
I mean, I can even see it on the ice. You see people come up and put on, say, yeah, and guys,
Too many men are offsides.
they're all being leaders on their team. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
Probably
You know,
the right
substitute
call.
captains are
The
everybody.
other player was like 3 feet over when Brayden hit him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Parker pulls it back. Connor. Far wall looking for Zach.
They can get
Holds him up against the boards looking for space and gets it. Now Connor. In the corner, reverses looking for Zach. Zach 1 touches it. 2 touches it. Can't get it over the line. Connor working down low. Puck comes out front, but Sawyer sticks it away. They try to send it out, but can't get it over the zone. Maddox working behind the back of the net up to Zach. Zach settles. Up the middle looking for Parker. I think Steelheads probably baited us into that pass.
Make it work, and I'm with you there. I'm 100% there. I have this weird big mind where I wish it was like the old days where you had to kind of like make it and survive, but I also appreciate the time we're in now and being able to solve problems we couldn't solve before. But there's a big part that's like, I'm happy to be able to balance it.
Jackson pulls it back. Nate tries to work it up the boards to Wolfie. Gets there. Now we got a rush. Got Caden out in front.
It's not exactly like what we want.
Steelheads send it up the boards. Wolfie picks it off. Now Caden works his way around the check.
I'm ready to go.
Cinco. Rink wide looking for Jackson. Little hot there. Wolfie keeps it in. Sends it low. Jackson turns on it. Goes low. Puck comes rimming around. Cinco jumps on it. Holds the player. Nate.
There's one YouTube channel.
Wolfie grabs it. Sends it over to Nate. Nate leaves it for Wolfie. Now Wolfie coming in through the middle. Gains the zone. Shot comes wide. Jackson first on the puck. Sends it low. Looking for Caden. Caden fighting in the corner with Jackson.
He wants to be like a fishing guy. Hit him.
Jackson lifting sticks. Now comes back at the blue. Cinco stops the rush, leaves it for Jackson. Jackson circles around. He's got Wolfie with him. Shot hard off the back. Steelhead have a clear release. Cinco picks it up in the corner, looking for Braden out front. Or Parker out front. No, Zach out. Somebody out front. I don't know. Gotta be honest with you. 9s and 5s look all alike to me. Now Parker taking it through the middle, leaving it for Zach. Shot. Back wall. Braden. Connor in the middle. Shot. Rebound. Zach picks it up. Sends it around to Braden. Settles it. Shot. Through traffic. Rebound. Parker. Sends it around. Arm up for an ice.
For jumping for that, trying to keep it in bounds. We're still not dancing, but no, we don't have the same guy calling pretty sure it's the orange guy's gonna call the penalty. Maybe that's his
Parker back to Braden. Shot. Deflected. Steelhead sends it up the boards. Now across center ice. Zach and Anson combined to pick it off. Right. Now we got Zach. Shot. Stick to side. Braden picks it up, reverses course. Stops at the dots. Gets double teamed. Jumps up. He's open. Picked off.
Yeah! There you go, get him.
Braden gives it right back.
You guys wanna
Hanson
hit, we can
sends
hit.
it in.
Now, We'll play hockey so you want to hit.
Jake pulls it back. Maddox sends it in. Can't quite get it deep enough, but Jake holds it against the boards. Now is working there in the corner. Jackson and Wolfie coming to help. Wolfie. Maddox. Tip down. Bouncing puck still free. Sent up the boards. Nate keeps it in. Nate's over to Jackson. Jackson in. Through. Wolfie shot. Bouncing puck. Glove. Tough grounder there. It's all about the fundamentals, you know? You keep your head down on the ball. Keep your butt down. Hands out. Bring the puck into you. You do that well enough, you learn how to turn double play. Face off. Comes back. Cinco tries to hold him at the blue. Steelhead get a release. Shot stick to side wide by Sawyer. Wolfie holding it up against the boards. Looking for help. Gets help. Still scrumming. Steelhead pull it out. Now goes over into the near side corner. Jackson there. Sends it around behind Cinco, looking for Wolfie. Connor holds him up there. Jake sends it around, looking for Cinco. Jackson picks it up, reverses course. Comes out behind the back of the net clean. He's got Jake near side. Jake picks it up, gets his clock clean. Now the Steelhead through the middle. Shot, glove down. One nothing us. 6 minutes left in the second. Puck behind the back of the net. Parker giving chase. Intercepts. Now Caden. Puck goes low. Maddox, first one there. Sends it up the boards, looking for Braden. Braden. People dragging on his skates. Now catches it at the blue. Keeps it in. Dances around to hit. Parker's there to help. Parker sends it out front. Now does Nate. Shot. Couldn't get it through traffic. Nate back-checking like a crazy person. We'd love to see it. Home run pass all the way through to Braden. Braden's got Caden on his 6. Gets stood up.
I got $20 if you guys are that easy.
Well, they waved that one off.
Let's go, Steelheads!
No, that's the key.
I don't know. That's tough stick.
Parker back to Jackson. Jackson circles on it, flips it high. Braden circles on it, sends it over to Anson. Anson sends it down to Jackson. Jackson to a streaking Braden, gets clipped up high. Shot wide. Now around. Connor in through the middle. Steelheads send it back in for an offside.
The American offside.
It was so far offside that we're going to have a face-off clear down here. Face off back to Nate. Foot race with the Steelhead. Circles on it. Sends it up the board. Steelhead pick it off. Streak in the middle. Shot high. Sawyer gloves. Face off, pulled back. Nate's there, sends it up to Wolfie. Wolfie's got a streaking Jake in the middle. Backhands one. Cinco rides him into the boards, pushes him down. Puck goes far corner. They send it up to the blue. Dance around Wolfie, send it in. Cinco cleaning the front of the net, keeping Sawyer clean.
Go Rangers!
Face off, goes back to the Steelhead. Braden stands him up, gets it up to Jackson. Jackson and Braden all alone. Braden and Jackson conversion behind the back of the net.
That was a damn good stop. Yeah, I think that. That was a good stop.
Braden out front. Couldn't quite connect on that pass. Coming up the boards. And Derek still.
Looked like it went on Johnny's side.
We have two goalies on the bench. Two of our coaches are goalies. Come on.
They need to keep have baseball gloves on.
Go, Bo! Go out! Go, Dylan!
Puck comes out. Wolfie and Jake are on it. Wolfie sends it in and gets stood up. Jake over in the far corner. Fighting through it. Steelhead carrying it out of their zone. Now in through the middle. Trying to get around Anson. Sawyer holds it in. Wait, when did Braden go in the box?
I don't see it like on the stick.
When did Braden go in the box? Why is Braden in the box?
I have no idea. Evidently 25 seconds ago. And we don't have
Parker into the middle looking for Jackson. Steelhead send it all the way back down for an ice while they're on the power play.
We've got lots of stuff. That's what's great about it. We can
One of our
I'd say there's more than that.
Face off, comes back to Connor. Connor, shot, gloved, held.
We've got two extremely solid people that score goals in this.
Jackson wins it, sends it low, brings it all the way around looking for Parker. Parker holds him up against the boards. Steelhead looking for a clean release. Jackson holds him up against the boards. Anson sends it in. Parker on the forecheck. They go off the wall. Now in. Jackson catches one at the blue line but stands them up. Anson shoots it in. Buys us some time. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Parker back checking. Jackson holding him up at the blue. Nate chips it. All right. Braden's out of the box. And we must have an offside, I guess. But they're going to bring it all the way down here.
I hate being like that sometimes. It's like get what everybody's saying, but then my head oh, you're not crying at all. I don't know that. Not at all.
Nate over to Maddox. Maddox to Jake. Maddox holds up at the blue. Nate grabs it back behind the back of the net. Sawyer gloves it down.
We have some people when they're on that we just destroy, and when they're off, they're still a great team. And that's an amazing thing.
Pull the face off back. Nate goes off the boards to Wolfie. Wolfie's got Jake. Jake picks it up. Skates it to himself. Wolfie out front. Steelhead, drop it low. Zach out front, tipped. Can't connect. Sends it around to Wolfie. Now back to Nate. Oh, up and over his stick.
About 3 years ago, back when they were on Deadly and it was so funny because Jake was trying to be like soul pass. There's a little more cross pass that like barely took his shoulders. It was like they were literally like this big. They stopped right here.
Buck and a half left in the second period. 1-0 us. Face off comes back to Connor. Connor along the boards to Jackson. Steelheads send it back where it came from. Now into the zone. Cinco stands him up. Shot can't get through. Sawyer swallows it up. And Cinco decides to hip check him for some reason.
I think he has the cross. I think he has the cross elbow pass. That's what all the extra.
Face off, pulled back. Connor held against the boards. Parker giving chase. Steelheads fighting for it along there. Now at the dot. Braden picks it off. I'm zooming out because here we go. Now trying to gain the edge. Shot. Rebound comes right back to Braden. Parker out front. Scrum. Puck comes out to Connor. Connor over to Cinco. Cinco picks it up. Shot low. Through? No. Rod Ditchfield would like you to know that he is pro Rangers. Face off, still at the dot. Maddox kicks the puck in. Oh, Jackson gets a ping pong shot all the way in. And goalie falls on it.
$10,000 a year on one child, and there's some people that spend $10,000 a year on basis.
Steelhead come out with it. Send it around the back of the net. Try to get it up the wall, but Nate stands him up. Puck at the blue. Jackson. Now Nate. Parker circles on it. Braden comes into the zone. Not sure if we got an espresso shot there. I didn't remember having a bottle of water. No, because that's your bottle of water. I had my own bottle of water. No, that's yours.
You did not have your own bottle.
Oh, I didn't? Thought I did.
It was mine, but it was being nice.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is yours, and what's ours is also yours. There you go.
Put it
Oh. Is that literally the only reason you gave it to me? Was so that I could put it over here?
I can see.
Do that on 30.
1-0, end of 2.
Tell me live within your means when you're
How's it going, buddy?
Good, how you doing? Good. Who are we missing? Just Will and Cooper? I feel like we're missing somebody else.
We are. Missing Haven.
Haven, yeah.
Who's
what this weekend?
So,
Not cross.
Okay.
make sure that there's 3 people
Okay.
that do not understand this,
I feel like we're missing somebody else.
which means because people like you help out one family.
Parker, back to Connor, to Braden. Braden around the edge, shot. Jackson backdoor. Connor to Braden to Jackson. Yeah.
It's the same people that help out
Rod, that was your kid, right?
and not see
Okay.
themselves.
Honestly,
They're my neighbor.
I can never get the order right, it feels like. Jackson to Braden or Braden to Jackson.
Because they take care of each other. So we just take care of each other.
Just like Derek grew up.
Parker pulls it back to Anson. Anson up the boards to Braden. One touches it up to Parker. Parker around the corner. Jackson up high.
Was that Jackson again?
Yeah, that was Anson to Braden. Yeah.
Regardless.
All right, 2 quick hitters. We got 3-0 us. Good guys. 15 and a half left in the third. Face off, push forward. Steelhead control it. Braden circles on it, leaves it at the blue. Shot, sticked aside by Sawyer, up into the netting.
In my friend group,
Face off controlled by the Steelhead at the blue. Shot off of Wolfie's Cal Raleigh. Now Jake aims the zone. Puck comes out off the deflection and now is sent in. Zach, shot. Stick to side wide. Jake, or Nate at the blue, sends it low. Looking for Wolfie. Wolfie rims it. No, Wolfie got a shot off. Stick to side by their goalie. Steelhead working it up the boards. Trying to gain the edge, but Anson stands him up. Anson brings it around to Wolfie. One touches it, looking for Jake. Steelhead looking for a rink-wide pass that doesn't connect. Wolfie back to Nate, trips him. Now trips himself. Connor rides him into the boards and takes the puck. Reverses it back to Zach. Zach, near side to Wolfie. Wolfie lets it go. Goes and gets a change. Steelhead taking their time getting up the ice. Braden picks it off and leaves it for Cinco, who gets it back up to Braden. Braden through the defense, shot and down. Cinco to Braden. Cinco to Braden. 4-0 good guy.
Because you treat the same people around you. That's why you don't give because you're smoking because the people around you are going to do what you need. And you don't help them because you're doing it.
Jackson pulls it back. Cinco's the first one on the puck, sends it up the boards. Braden holds it there. Steelhead gain the zone. Cinco rides him off the puck. They got one man out front. And onto his stick. 4-1.
Let's go!
You don't want to.
I think the Steelhead parents might have listened to too much Salt and Pepper when they were growing up. They want to push it real good. Shot, glove down, infield fly.
Here's what you're telling me. Here's what I see.
Hey, my kid got an assist. I got a text message about it.
Get ready, see? Good shots on goal!
Feel good by profiting by cutting somebody else.
Zach pulls it back. Steelhead jump it. Can't get it on net. Maddox takes a second one off the shin guard. Sends it out.
Get in there,
Hayden
yeah, buddy!
picks the pocket. Jake. Now Maddox on it. Sawyer blockers it down and covers.
Sober. There's Greg right now for. I'm glad he's not driving.
Maddox holding it in the corner. Parker, puck comes out high, no shot. Now Braden, he's got Jackson near side.
This
Jackson in the slot.
We don't have words for all,
Parker at the dot, leaves it for Anson. Anson gets crushed against the board to Braden. Braden to Connor. Connor to Braden. Circles on it. In the slot. Toe drags. Release. High. Jackson rims it around looking for Connor, who jumps on it.
He's like, he's talking fine with Jake's one day, he's talking fine with second grade. He's like, wow. Look where he is.
Braden on the other side of the blue, unfortunately. Now Anson sends it near side to Braden. Braden around, and now in. Puck comes out to the wall.
There we go.
Parker
There you go. Good job.
in.
That was an elbow and a half, dude.
Gets clobbered at the dot.
That was
Puck goes around the back of the net.
That was an elbow.
Jake giving chase. Steelhead coming in across the blue. Puck off net. Jake picks it up, circles on it. Coming up the boards, fighting through it.
There you go, Wolfie.
Wolfie gets it. Shot off the post. Now Zach.
Take it, Zach. Take it, Zach.
Over to Nate. Shot through, bounces, deflected. Nate still on it. Clearing some room. Send it in. Zach over to Cinco. Cinco sends it up to Jake. Or
There we go.
Wolfie one touches it to Jake. Now swinging it around. Out in front looking for Wolfie. Goalie sticks it aside. Now in the corner. Puck comes out. Connor. Shot. Deflected up high. Wolfie to Zach. Over to Connor. Connor. Shot. Glove down.
I like that they do that fast.
11 minutes left in the third. 4-1.
They do it as long.
'Connor at the blue, keeps it in. Jackson breaks up the rush. Stands him up. Stick goes flying.
Come on, we got to get down. Oh, dude, is he okay? Dang, he got hit hard, dude. They're on it. I love the fact they got medics right here. We're screwed.
11 minutes left in the third. Steelhead control the face-off. Now bring it into the zone, looking for a shot. Sawyer catches it out front. Fundamentals, folks. Hands out front. Watch the puck when it hits your glove. Ask me how I know. My daughter's goalie coach is his dad. I've only heard it 1,000 times.
Oh, you did. Oh, I love that.
Nate fighting for it behind the back of the net. Parker gets it, carries it up, sends it forward. Gets blown up behind the back of the net, but still carries the puck. Now Jackson gives more than he gets. Nate claps, blockered away. Shot, blockered away. Parker in the corner. Fairly certain he got jump checked. Puck comes back to Maddox. Maddox over to Nate. Deflected shot, Jackson out of the zone. For what?
She left me in January because she told me it wasn't rehab issues.
For what? Offsides? You doing offsides? A little offsidesy?
That's really what it was.
Apparently a little too much offsides. So much so that we're going to do it at center ice.
Like a year ago, January.
Parker, back to Braden. Braden to Cinco. Cinco back to Braden. Sends it in.
Running the farm, so I could be alone.
Jackson, first one there. Brings it up to Connor. Lots of scrumming going on in that corner that I can't see. Braden. Parker, back to Braden. Back to Braden. Up to Connor. Puck comes all the way out. There's no icing there because we sent it ourselves.
Watch your back. There we go.
Parker to Braden, up the boards. Zooming in. Around. Toe drag. Braden to Jackson. Braden to Jackson. 5-1. 8.5 left in the third.
This is what happens second goal. It's kind of crazy because everybody's got bigger teams than us, and because we have smaller teams, like our guys are just used to going and rolling and going.
Face off comes back to Nate. Nate up to Wolfie. Wolfie stood up at the blue line, gets it to Jake. Jake sends it in front. Puck comes in through the middle, but Jake keeps it in.
Get in there and have good job crashing. Good job.
Caden behind the back of the net, giving him the business.
Yes.
Now Maddox
Good job.
down to Caden. Jake holding him up.
Yes.
Caden gets it, sending out
Caden.
front.
Oh,
Maddox
that's right.
shot, bounces through. Here comes Caden. Caden or Maddox standing him up. Nate sending it in. Steelhead trying to get it out through the middle. Maddox has other ideas and sends it in. Caden on the forecheck. Jake leaves it for Wolfie, who gets it over to Nate. Nate, shot, rebound. Puck still free. Caden sends it to Wolfie. Wolfie over to Nate. Nate takes 2 strides, shot, rebound still there. Wolfie, puck still free, sends it around.
He has a high standard.
Maddox there on the puck, stands him up at the blue, gives him the business. Centering pass into Wolfie's feet. Wolfie clears to the wall. Jake there gets picked off the play. Oh, right in. Oh, Maddox is going to feel that one tomorrow. He might feel that one right now. His grandkids are going to feel that one. Good Lord. Parker on the wall, drops it to Braden. Braden looking for a give and go with Parker. Jackson on the wall. Now Anson settles. Brings it over to Jackson. Jackson throws it into the corner. Parker on the forecheck. Braden on the wall. Parker to Braden. Braden pushed up against the wall. Sent around. Reverses it, looking for Parker. Parker down low. Connor now crashing. Braden from the point. Stick save up into the netting. Maddox caught that one in the region.
That's why I went ahead and signed for both of them.
6 minutes left in the third. 5-1 good guys. Face off, comes back to Cinco. Shot. Stick down by a Steelhead player. Jackson pops it back to Cinco, who sends it along the boards to Jackson. Steelhead, crash on it. Send it out. Jackson keeps it in. 1 touches it to himself. Hold on the boards. Nate shoots. Goalie gloves.
It's a 60-minute game and he's getting 30 minutes. The only thing I need to remind him to is, hey, when he plays this level, when he's the first time he plays this level, when he passed it, so he's a game.
Face off. Comes back. Nate takes a second to shoot. Does.
Slow yourself down.
Not sure if it got on net or not. Jake has it low. Got Wolfie out front. Steelhead try to clear. Can't quite get it out. Puck behind the net. Jake to Wolfie. Steelhead try to send it up. Stood up at the blue line. Wolfie circles on it. Literally gets pushed down. Rebound out front.
Hayden actually had a problem with the off and Josh is like the skates and
Steelheader going in the box for that one. I'm assuming for roughing.
it's like, oh, I get it now. So once there's two shots, you can't shoot a puck if you can't get the
Braden on the wall, circles on it. Shot, tipped, Wolfie. Frozen.
So what happened with everything? I didn't
Zach pulls it back. Over to Parker. Parker. Down to Braden. Braden to Parker. Parker to Jackson. Jackson. Shot. Rebound. Not there.
Johnny called me. No, so Johnny called me. Washington. And so they brought him on practice and like, we'll try to get him on the team. He tries hard enough to get shit in the back half and you're in the spot. It's real that they put him on roster so we could be a Washington team. I didn't know that at first. It's worked out.
Parker pulls it back. Behind the back of the net. Braden. Ooh, weird bounce. Jackson has it now. Chips it over to Braden, who settles it.
Yeah, I went
Braden over to Jackson.
It's going to cost me $350 of course you $3,000.
Jackson now out in front. Jackson into the zone, in through the middle. Keeps a hold of the puck, now gets it over to Parker. Parker down to Jackson, over to Braden. Shot. Rebound up into I don't know if that came down actually. I think that puck might be orbiting the sun now.
Salmon fish this year. He pulled his first steelhead in the summer, and then his first coho this year. He got a real big fight. Now he's so I go up in the cowlets. Probably about
Face off, push back to Parker. Parker sends it around to Jackson. Jackson shot, rebound. It's like the third. I mean, this goalie is on it with the blocker. Just putting those rebounds where nobody can touch him.
And those things fight. I heard him yell.
Face off, still strumming. Yeah, Jackson, you're going in the box for that one. No? No arm? Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, give me a break. That was clean. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just being a biased fan. His arms were a little rough. Yeah, okay. I don't think it was malicious. Let's go with that. I don't think it was malicious.
go, D. Punch it in. Go.
Hey. Hit somebody, Ashley. Yeah.
Wolfie on the dot. Goes off of the ref's skate. D to D pass. Shot. Sawyer gloves down. Puck still free. Anson holding up the party.
Takes nothing from Dover.
Shot. Stick to side. Sawyer holds the post. Puck still free. Circling on it. All right. 5-2. We are back at even strength. Parker, back to Jackson. Jackson leaves it through the middle for Sawyer. Nope, Maddox. Maddox off the back wall for Nate. Nate sends it up to Jackson. Jackson up to Parker. Parker to Braden. And we're off to the races. Got Parker out front. Swings it around the back. Gets hit. Puck, you know what? I don't want to move the camera. That's why. No reason to move the camera. It was icing.
Wait, didn't Jackson get a penalty?
Yeah, then they scored.
Oh, yeah. I took it off, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
3 minutes left in the game. 5-2 good guys. Face off to the wall, to Nate, to Maddox, to Jackson, to the front, to Braden, out front to Parker, tipped. Jackson had his stick lifted, otherwise that was another goal. Jackson to Nate. Nate, shot, ooh, right in the giblets. Jackson circles around the defenseman to Maddox, to Parker. Steelhead tried to send it in, but gets stood up. Now over to Braden. Nate.
There we go.
Steelhead trying to get the edge. Can't. Connor in the corner. Parker there with him. Puck still frozen. Braden gets it up to Jackson. Jackson, Braden with him. 5-on-2, 4-on-2. Puck goes up and over his stick. Out front, Jackson. Can't quite get there. Cinco sends it low, looking for Parker. Braden, low shot, rebound, sacks there. Cinco gets it low to Braden, kicks it to himself. Shot out front. Parker couldn't quite catch the tip on that one. Puck goes high, bouncing up through the middle. Zach. Now the puck comes over to the blue. Cinco rushes. Puck comes around the side. Connor holds it up against the wall. Puck comes out all the way to the Steelhead bench and now back. Zach keeps it in the zone. 46 seconds left.
Get back. Come on, you can't do that from right there. Get a little bit back.
Puck out front.
There you go.
Caden behind the net. Catches one.
Like a champ. There you go, kid. Keep fighting.
At his
Bulldog
feet.
that.
Here we go.
Bulldog that. There you
Couple
go.
of taps. Zach up to Nate. Nate chips it low. Bouncing puck.
That's you. There you
Caden
go.
behind the back.
There you go.
Assist out front to Wolfie.
Oh,
Here we go. Puck still free. 15 seconds left. Caden on the back door. Goalie sits on it.
All right.
Thank you.
It was almost one that led to the goal.
You want the last shot, please?
Don't throw it away. That's already fallen.
Anson at the blue to Maddox.
Plays house and he's putting something this way. As you should. Great, that was awesome. Super proud, Mama.
No, it wasn't.
That was a good one. Come on.
And that's ball game. 5-2 dub.
Definitely had the greatest pass of the night. I know, dude. That was so close to like hitting something right at the end there. I was super happy for that. I told him a couple games ago, I was like, you look like you belong out there now versus like just beat up on a long time. He's been playing hockey. First couple guys hits hard to get on the ice compared to a lot of He started when he was 10. He started when he was 10. Even lucky you have talent, or you're just
We'll see everyone bright and early in the morning.